you want to sum up my approach to working out and life, that would be it. Robbie Robinson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Frank Zane. How did they do it?
Live to work out versus work out to live.
Wow.
Dropping them.
Wow. Wow. I am taking that one. That is beautiful. Oh, that's so, that one I love. You text me that? That's freaking gold. If you wanted to sum up my approach to working out and life, that would be it. What do they say? There's a beautiful saying where they said, take care of your health before your health takes care of you, or some sense like that. Yeah. And so it's like you're in the hospital now, you don't.
We're talking about the nutrition. So we have our nutrition plan. I have my nutrition plan, obviously, app. So that's my. But what I could say is this: some people they dropped off and they say, "Hey, I don't want the nutrition plan any longer." And here's the thing: if you are on a nutrition plan, on Mona's nutrition plan for quite a bit, and you learn how to prep your meals, and you learn how to play with your calories, and you're on the lives that Mike has been doing, and you learn how to play with your macros, then hey, hats off, move on. Obviously, you shouldn't pay money for something that you already know how to do. But to me, I'd rather pay money to have a plan. If I don't have a plan, it doesn't work. I eat whatever. I need to have a plan. It doesn't matter if it's a high calorie plan, if it's a low calorie plan. I have to be on a meal plan. It all depends what your goal is, obviously. And I'm assuming everybody's got a goal. So for me, it's worth to pay the money because it keeps me, I have to be responsible, and it keeps me on track with what meals I have to take in. It's like anything else. The one-on-one clients, hey, listen, are you working with Mike for about a year? You lost the weight. You learn how to do things. You know that you could do everything on your own now. You just, have to play with your calories by yourself. You could actually do that. Move on. Nobody says that you should be staying working with Mike all your life. I mean, that's not the goal. The goal is for him to teach you how to play with your calories, how to do things, how to eat properly, how to train, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. And of course, you should learn and move on. It's the same thing with the nutrition plan. But when people are dropping off nutrition plans and they go on their own and then they come back and they're like, well, I put on some weight, I need to get back on I don't feel bad. Because if you're not responsible enough and if you don't know enough how to prep your meals, how to do your calories, and you haven't paid attention to how to do your plan, then you should stay on the plan. That way it keeps you somehow on track.
I think that goes back to, like we were talking about earlier, is how do you stay the baby goals, the motivation, how do you circle of people? So we've talked about this. You guys know that all of us, me and Mona and all of our friends, have talked about the circle of people that you're around and the group. And that's why I love the Titan crew. And I know that I could have kept the 10,000 members that we had in the Titan crew last year, the year before. It was 10, 11,000 people. Mm-hmm. And the reason I didn't want to keep that and I started the new one is because there's drop-offs. And I wanted that crew to be people that are consistently doing the work and being there. And I would rather have...
They're going to go for it.
I would rather have 10 hardcore people than 1,000 people that come in every year and say hi. It's like, I want the people that are kind of living it like I do and love it like I do. I think that's the biggest thing. I think this allows me, the Titan crew allows me, or the training allows me, and the nutrition allows me to live the life I do and continue to do what I do. And I want those kind of people around me. I do. I love those kind of people that stay motivated and keep pushing and get those baby goals. And
Can you even imagine not being on an eating plan or a nutrition
I
plan?
can't
You
fathom. I can't. But I've never not been on
Yeah.
one. So
yeah, that's
I just
what I'm saying. Can you
my
imagine
lifestyle.
not doing it? It's crazy.
Um,
So
your meal plans are going good. You're getting the workouts in. You hit some legs today.
I did.
You're doing the Titan Challenge 4s also
I
as
am.
well.
Yes. And with my schedule, obviously trying to get and fit everything in with the baby and dogs and Mike and work and Jeff. And
She added me in
Serge.
there. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, she added me in there. Like, oh, you got to be baby
But
fed.
today I got to the gym. I was like, "See you later," and I took off and I had my own workout, did my own thing.
She goes, I'm
So,
done.
Yeah,
Done with you guys.
I had to. Sometimes you have to do that, and sometimes my workouts get cut in half, and then I have to recover out for my workouts later on in the day. Listen, I can't.
You get it in.
I am happy right now. I ate very good for the past week, I could say. I've been getting my meals in. I like to, so I'm like 90% there. I like to be 100%. And why am I not 100%? Not because I'm not eating the meals, because of course it matters what you eat, but it's more important to me when you eat. So that's what I've been missing, the timing of my meals, because I'm so busy.
That's
So that's
big.
what I have to fix. It's when I eat. I have to maybe just get up and have a shake instead of the first meal, so I could get and do what I'm doing instead of skipping that first meal and then try to fit all my meals in later. So that's really important. That's what I have to fix. But other than that, I'm good.
All right. Let's go a couple more questions for Mona, guys. And then we got to get closed up today.
Should I bulk or cut? Also, what do you think my weekly training split should be if my goal is 50% aesthetics, 50% strength, 21, 5'9", 185, 60% body fat, PRs, 455 squat, 365 bench.
Thanks, buddy. Make sure to do your Titan check-in, and then we'll figure that out.
Bam.
I was strong.
So
on
what was
legs
great
today.
about that last one is that's, he'll answer more questions I have for him, but that's what the Titan crew is. If anybody is serious about lifting and really wants to understand what I've learned from Robbie Robinson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Frank Zane, how did they do what they did? Ed Cohen, any of these people, any of the greatest powerlifters or bodybuilders in the world, what have I learned from them? That's done in the Titan crew and setting you up on what you should do at that age. So just for all of you that are out there that maybe aren't in the Titan crew yet, that's where that gets answered. That's where we get you set up so you're on point. Here's the biggest thing. I'm so glad I did. I'm glad I started when I did as a young kid. And I'm glad I started and I didn't stop. And I also understand this. I'm glad I listened to Lee Haney. I'm glad I listened to Arnold and what they told me and not just go, here's Arnold's workout. I'm just going to do his workout. When they gave advice to me, I followed that advice. I go, okay, and I applied it, and then I checked to see what worked and what didn't work, and then I kept moving and learning from that. But the one thing I didn't do, I never learned something from Barry DeMay back in the day. Him tell me something and me just bypass it. If he said, hey, go do this, this, and this, that's what I would do. I would go do those three things that he just told me to do. And then I'd find out which worked, what didn't work, what did I not understand, and what do I understand. So that's one of the biggest things. But I think the greatest thing about that is that you guys today are tenfold better than I could have. To be able to, if this was reversed and I'm sitting there listening to Arnold talk about what he was doing, or any of these guys that I grew up with, what they were doing, I would go over there and try to listen more to what he had to say, because we only had the magazines. That's all we had. And so I had to read everything until I got to meet these guys in person. And then I got lucky enough to become friends with all these people and with the greatest. So my point to you is, if you got time to learn something from me, Heath Evans, Ed Cohen, Barry DeMay, learn that stuff. Learn what they're teaching. Pay attention to those things that are going on. I'm going to leave you there. We'll see all of you in the Titan Crew on Tuesday for your check-ins. Remember to look for that post in the Titan Crew. I will announce that day and the post again on that day, but make sure that you are there. Get your information in. Again, it's a list of 20 questions I'm going to ask you, and I need you to answer those individual questions the best you can, along with the additional information that I'm giving you to go. And so it's going to be set up for you guys to win. We're winning in 2023. Thank you so much, everybody. And I will see you after this incredible weekend of my 2 movies premiering at Sundance Film Festival. Thanks, guys.